Hey my lovelies, I am Jessica from Willow Vines Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a collective message. So please like the videos, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe to join the tribe. And subscribing really does help. I'm trying to build up the channel more, as well as on Willow's Wisdom, so don't forget to check me out over there as well. I just did a reading earlier today. Hasn't uploaded yet, but it will be over there. And there's one that will be on here that I did on 11/21. Today is 11/22, so I did it yesterday afternoon. But anyways, there's like success and recognition here, which is beautiful. I do want to say someone is paying attention to you, and I just don't think they're very happy with the good things that are going on for you or that are headed your way, because there is a level of success here, and I did pick up on that in the Willow's Wisdom reading, but it didn't really like fully dive into what your success would be or what it really meant for you. It was more of a warning for somebody that there's someone who's a little pissy pants around, and if they're not all irritated and jealous and green with envy right now, they will be when this abundance comes in. And don't feel guilty about it is what I want to say with the Eight of Swords, because that's what clarified abundance. Because you know how sometimes when really good things happen to us, and you know we wish the best for others or hope the best for them, like, oh, I wish you would come into financial abundance and success and recognition for whatever you're doing. You know, you support those around you. You might even have had positive wishes for whoever's upset about this or will be upset about it. Could be a friend of yours or a younger energy. Whoever it is, they're immature. They don't handle their emotions well. They get butthurt easy. But I feel like I'm wishing you the best, wishing you well. Like, yay, I would be so supportive and happy if you were reaching this level of success. But whoever this is not happy that you're reaching it because they're not. It's fucking childish, like I said. And sometimes when that happens, when we care about somebody, or we care about their feelings, we downplay our own achievements because we don't want to rub it in anyone's face. Or I don't know, I almost feel like I've worked really hard to get to where I'm at to get this. Like, I deserve whatever this is, you know, or you deserve it, is how I should say it. So whoever's in this energy deserves what's coming their way. It's beautiful, it's lovely, you've worked towards it, you've earned it. Don't feel bad about it. Don't feel guilty because someone else is upset about it. Because it just feels like, even though you worked really hard to get to where you're at, to get to this, it would almost be like, do I really deserve this? Like, now I feel bad because someone's upset that I'm doing well. Well, if they're upset, let them go cry in a fucking corner. You know, like, this isn't something that you need to worry about. I do feel like whatever you've been working towards, especially if we're talking about a level of success and stability, like career-wise, project-wise, whatever, just within, like, your home life, there has been a lot of stress and worry leading up to this. You know, you've worked hard, you had to push through obstacles and difficulties and penny pinch and, you know, 1,000,001 other things. It's like when you're just getting by, which a lot of people are in that energy or have been for a little bit just because of the economy. But it feels like that, where it's just like, I'm not going to stress about this. I'm going to try not to worry about this. Everything will work out. I know it will. And it does, but it comes in small increments. So it's just like you always just get by. You always have enough, even if there's not any extra. Well, the extras are coming in, is what it feels like. It's like the days of worry are going to be behind someone, which is absolutely beautiful. It's like struggling is going to be a thing of the past for whoever this is for. Because you've worked hard. It's your motherfucking rainbow, is what I want to say. But don't worry about what other people think, or judgments or anything like that, because they usually come from a hurt place or a jealous place. Because there is someone who's looking back going, I feel like they're more mad at themselves than they are at you, because they might see these blessings or see your life starting to shift and change in a beautiful way, and they could have been part of it. Like, we could have been best motherfucking friends, or we could have been lovers, or we could have been close family, whatever it is. It's looking back going, I can't believe you get that. That's not fucking fair, because I'm not part of it. They're only butthurt because they could have been part of it, but they probably fucked up along the way, just saying. And I don't feel like you're going to rub this in anyone's face. You probably are going to be a little hush-hush about it. But you know, when things start improving and changing and you do have the extras, people notice, because if you have extra money, you can finally travel. You never traveled before, but now you can. They're going to be like, where'd that money come from? Or you were driving a shitbox car that would break down all the time and sometimes it wouldn't even run or whatever, and now you have a brand new car, or one that's just reliable, but it feels like brand new. You were renting your whole life and now you can buy a home. Those are changes people notice, like, all right, well, what are you doing to make this happen for yourself? It's different for everyone, but whatever it is, you earned it. This is not just a lucky streak. You know what I mean? You put a lot of work into yourself, into what you're doing, into getting to this point in life. Just because you were falling short or falling behind for a span of time in your life doesn't mean that that's how your life's going to be forever, because there's something beautiful coming in, and I just absolutely love it. I kind of want one of these just randomly to see what. Time to go ground yourself. Yeah, you're probably going to need to ground yourself, because it just feels like, it kind of feels overwhelming, okay? And it's not just with like spiritual messages and intuition, because that can be overwhelming all in itself. This feels like, what? Almost like when you get such good news, when things are going so perfectly right, you know, where you're just like, holy fuck, I'm gonna faint. Like, is this real? Is this really happening? Like, stick my butt with a fork. Ouch, it's real. You're gonna need to really ground yourself and stay centered and be like, okay, I still need to focus, but holy fuck, yeah. And I also feel like a lot of you are going to need to stay very grounded and centered, balance your emotions, especially when this person enters the picture, when they say whatever they say or do whatever they decide to do. It's like, don't get ahead of yourself. And it's not, don't count your chickens before they hatch. I mean, that's what that saying means. Like, don't get ahead of yourself. It's okay. So on the positive end of this, with abundance, you know, when people win the lottery, sometimes, the majority of them, statistically speaking, not everyone, but a lot of them, will just go splurge. They buy shit that is just extreme, because it's like, I've never been able to do this, and then all of a sudden they piss their money away and they can't afford the shit that they have, the taxes alone on $1 million home, you know what I mean? They just can't afford it because it wasn't within their actual means. It was just exciting, and then it's like, oh, that's gone. So if you ground yourself when shit like that happens to you, or beautiful things come in, you're not going to be frivolous. You're not going to be foolish. You're going to make practical, wise, smart decisions, you know? So stay level-headed when great things come in, because this is something massive. And I do feel finances tied to this abundance, but I keep staring at the word dance, and I feel like you're just going to be doing your fucking happy dance all around town, just saying. Even if nobody knows why the fuck you're dancing, you'll be dancing. And with the anger energy, with ground yourself, you know, yeah, obviously stay balanced and don't feed into that negative energy. Don't go round and round with someone who isn't thinking clearly, you know, because they're seeing through the knothole of their pain, their anger. And when people are in that energy, it's really hard to make them see any other fucking way until they calm down and can gather their own fucking bearings. But that's not your problem. So, you know, don't escalate the situation. Just kind of let it go. Potentially ignore, block, whatever you have to do with whoever this person is. Don't go rounds with them, because that's all that will happen, is it'll just be round and round and that shit, you know? Light. That was in the Willow's Wisdom reading. I just heard with light, your energy's all over the place. And not in a twacked out kind of way where you're going, like freaking out and confused. Not that way. It feels like your energy might be being pulled in different directions. It doesn't feel very grounded. It's just like when you think of electricity, you have to have the ground wire to keep everything where it's supposed to go. So, or supposed to be. This is just I feel like that's what it is. But anyways, instead of being like a live wire, or I don't know, like, I don't know what the grounding wire is fully for. But that's what it kind of feels like. So anyways, that's how I'm using it. I know there's an electrician that used to watch me. I don't know if he still does. So I might stand corrected with what I'm saying, especially talking about electricity. But that's what it's making me think of. Because it's like the path of least resistance. And the path of least resistance, for some reason, is making me think of low vibrational people. So if I'm talking about your energy being all over the place, it feels like connecting to different people, to different situations, and they might not all be good because it's a lower frequency. It's easier to get to versus a higher vibration, and those lower vibrations like to kind of pull us down. That energy, vampire energy. Don't get weighed down by that negative energy. Because there's someone here who has a lot of anger inside of them. They're more angry with themselves and their own situation versus you, but they might take it out on you because you have a happy moment, you know, because of your light. Know when to shine the light and when not to. Because not everyone will be happy for you. That might be upsetting too, because there could be someone in this energy where it's like, I really want to share my good news with you. Like there's someone specific you would be like, oh, bitch, I gotta tell you, you know, whoever it is. And you go to tell them and they don't take the news well. They're not happy for you they're not joining in, basically, because they're not happy for you because it ain't happening for them. Be careful who you share your good news with is really what it feels like. So if you're just bursting at the seams with excitement, ground your ass before you say a fucking thing to anyone. Well, someone thinks of you naked, just FYI, but that's neither here nor there. Anyways, give me more on time to ground yourself in light. I really want to know more on that light. Mirror. Ooh. Be careful who you share your good news with, but I also said be careful where you shed light or shine your light. Because mirror, some people don't like their own fucking reflection. And if you're a Heyoka empath or a very strong empath, that can happen when you're around certain people, around a lot of people, anyone. You can reflect back to them or mirror back to them what they need to work on. You know, it happens to us as well, but this is someone who isn't strong. You know, they don't want to look in the mirror. They don't want to face something. So if you mirror that shit back to them, they're going to get mad. Yeah, someone doesn't want to go within and see the error in their own ways and look at why they're at where they're at, you know. I don't know. This person plays the blame game, points the finger a lot. Yeah. They probably self-medicate. They're very self-absorbed. They're very selfish. They might act like the martyr, but they're really the traitor. You know what I mean? Because anything nice that they do for another person or people, it's because there's some type of gain that they get. It's for themselves in the end. GH or HG, one or the other. It could be initials, just letters. But the first thing I thought of was ghost hunter. So it could be that. But whatever it means to you. But ghost hunter. Someone's spooked by something paranormal. There is a paranormal component in here. It might pertain to lights as well. But what is that about with the paranormal? Yeah, I'll take one of these. What about the paranormal? What's up with, why did I see ghost hunting, ghost hunters? Maybe somebody watches that show, or they go out and do that. Could be a topic of conversation. Clinging. Does somebody feel like they have an attachment? Or are they going to tell you they do? Or ask you about it? I mean, a light worker or a healer could have told somebody that they do have an attachment, but I feel like if you're in that healer, light worker energy and you picked up on that, you probably weren't wrong. But this feels different. This feels like someone's coming to you or going to someone, a professional, because of an attachment. But there's something, whatever this quote-unquote attachment is, it's not spirit, it's themselves. There's someone here who's haunting their own ass. It's their past. Because they're refusing to face it. So they're looking for help outside themselves when they need to be looking within. Yeah. Somebody's attached to something from... Yeah. Somebody's attached to something from the past, emotional storm. And we have anger here. So, you know, anger is a secondary emotion. There's a lot of pain inside someone. There's something someone doesn't want to face. They don't want to look at. I don't know if it's a trauma from the past or if it's just how they handled certain situations, bad decisions, you know, whatever. But it's suppressing these emotions and not facing them. It can actually create an attachment in a way, but it's not, it's paranormal if you think about it, but it's not spirit. It's not a dead person, you know, someone who crossed over. It's nothing, it's not a demon or anything like that. It's created from your own energy. So whoever's in this angry energy, or will be because of all that, it's basically a ball of energy. You know, like when you just keep suppressing, keep holding it back, but it's still there. And then you start getting haunted by a shadow person, or that's what you think, or weird shit's going on. It feels like it's because of somebody's own emotions that are just being like, it's turning into a poltergeist if you think about it. That's really what it is. And someone isn't looking at it that way, but whatever this is, they created it for themselves. It came from them. It's their energy. They're haunting themselves. Sounds fucked up, but it happens. It is affecting whoever this is. It's good. They don't realize that that's what's happening, though. They think, you know, they might think they need an exorcism, or they need their house to be cleansed or something, but it has nothing to do with their residents. It's them. No matter where they go, what they do, it's going to follow them because it's their own fucking energy. They created this monster, basically. And the only way to get rid of it is to face it head on. It's just like someone a long time ago told me, I don't know why this is popping in my head, so maybe it's similar, I'm not sure. Someone a long time ago told me that about a dream they had, where I don't remember if they said it was like a shadow person in the dream, or if it was a creepy asshole dude, or I don't know. I think it was like a man, basically. And like in the dream, the figure, we'll just call it a shadow man. And it was like chasing after him or something, and it wanted to fight. It wanted to kick his ass, and he stopped in the dream, turned around, and kicked it in the chest or something, and kicked it back, and was like preparing to like brawl with it. And once he turned around and faced it and got it out of there, it went away, which is kind of what I'm getting at. So that's a perfect example of going within, introspection, facing a problem and emotions and feelings head on to get rid of what's haunting you. Because this type of haunting that I'm picking up on is manifesting into a physical haunting for somebody. they're probably having nightmares or restless nights, like sleepless nights, where they toss and turn. Even if they don't remember having nightmares, they might be waking up in weird ways, like holy fucking what the hell, or even if you're not scared, I don't know, it feels like a lot of weird things that someone can't explain. They probably aren't even talking about it, but it's coming from themselves, and they need to face whatever the hell that is within them so that it will go away. Because there's no practitioner that can make that go away. Because it's not a legitimate haunting. Do you know what I mean? It has to do with the self. Only you can make this go away. Whoever's dealing with that. Yeah. I feel bad for that person. I'm just saying. I don't know what else to say now. For some reason, it's just like the energy just went silent. It's almost like shit. I don't know what to say. Maybe someone doesn't know how to handle this or what to say when they find out what's going on with them. Like, oh shit, that makes sense. Now what? Now I don't know what to say. I don't know what to think. Alright, so let's move on. Let's see. What else do we need to know in this energy? Actually, I want one of these. I just heard you were just trying to help me. So someone might be shocked because they could have viewed you as being a problem because you were mirroring something back to them that they weren't ready to look at or face or admit or whatever. It's just like with addiction and stuff. When an addict is not ready to quit and go into recovery, they will be nasty mean if you force them, or if you try to convince them. They'll deny and lie, and it's just like nope, 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 all that, unless they're ready. It's the same thing with spiritual gifts, with intuition, with the paranormal, with emotional pain, traumas, whatever. If you're not ready to face the truth of the matter, that there's a problem within you that you need to deal with, you ain't going to deal with it, because you're not going to believe that you're the problem, or that the problem can be fixed when you cry something out or really work through whatever. You know what I mean? Forgotten. This could be suppressed enemies. Suppressed memories as well from the past. That somebody locked up. Well, they're coming out. They're haunting someone. To the point of insanity. Yeah, this person feels fucking stuck, just saying. Yeah, they also have trust issues, but they built some pretty tall emotional walls, and guess what? This energy's... They're scaling the motherfucking wall. And it's coming out. Because this shit can only stay suppressed for so long, apparently. It could be coming out with like a mood disorder, you know, where someone has a hot temper, a short fuse, you know what I mean? Or they just get overwhelmed very easily. Yeah, this person definitely keeps to themselves. Maybe they thought you forgot about something they told you, or forgot about some memory between you guys. I don't think you did. There could be Instagram on here as well, or that could be significant for some of you. Yeah, there's someone who really needs to work through their ish. There's their fucking walls. Just saying. I feel like if you try... Yep. Someone's afraid to scale the wall. But they don't act that way. That's what's behind the wall. There's a leap of faith that needs to be taken here. just for somebody's sanity, just for themselves. But I feel like if you were persistent and you refused to give up on this person, like you wanted to show support in the past, I feel like you didn't give up on them, basically. You could have even picked up on some of these fears and what was going on with this person. Things they were dealing with that maybe they never even told you, whether you spoke about them or not. Yeah, somebody, I don't know, some bad memories in here that somebody wanted to forget about. That's why they pushed them down. And it's coming up. 3 of Wands. I just heard, I just want this to be over. I just want this to be done with. I want it to be over with. Yeah, someone's going through it right now. I just wanted to start singing, "You're gonna have friends." So maybe this person is a hermit and they're like in that loner energy. It's always good to have a close friend, even if it's just one. One is better than none. And honestly, if you got a bunch of people, 90% of them are just acquaintances and they're not your true friends. They will fucking turn on you in a second, you know? It's always good to have at least one person that you can truly trust and confide in and rely on. You could have been that person for whoever this is, or you tried to be, at the very least, because there is trust issues here. What are we waiting on, or what is this person waiting on? Something in the tree line. So it's like trying to figure something out. Something in the tree line. You know, it's weird because now that, I don't know why all these dreams from the past are popping up all of a sudden. Well, aren't we going into a retrograde, or are we already in one? I don't remember. But anyways, yeah, because these are past dreams. Maybe somebody's reflecting on past dreams. But I haven't thought about this shit in forever. And it's, I don't know, it's popping up in this reading, so I'm going to say it. I'm not going to say the whole dream, but there was one dream I had that took place in a cemetery. And it had like rolling hills. And in that dream, there was a doorway and it was lit up, and then I saw a man in the bathroom, like shaving, had his shirt off, he had dog tags on, and when he put his shirt back on, like a t-shirt, when it was all done, he put like a gun on his back. It had a strap and stuff, and he was on a mission. I don't know what the fuck his mission was, but he was on a mission, and the rest of that part of the dream I'm not going to get into, because the significance with the tree line was, after I saw that, I saw a coal cart, you know, like that they use in coal mines and stuff, and it was covered with a Ninja Turtle blanket, like just a kid's blanket with Ninja Turtles on it. And I'm like, well, that's odd. Why the fuck is that in a cemetery? I want to know what's in there. So I'm walking through the cemetery and I'm getting closer to it, and I just grabbed the blanket and I went to peek under it just to see what was inside, and a guy barreled ass out of the tree lines. It's like he was in the trees, just out of sight, watching and waiting for the opportunity to be like, "Don't you dare!" And he fucking ran at me, and I was like, "Shit!" Dropped everything and ran out of the cemetery. So like, he scared me away from some type of hidden knowledge. And there's hidden knowledge or hidden information here, feelings and whatever, that happened to somebody that they don't want to deal with. So you could have got too close to seeing what was going on behind that wall with somebody, and I feel like that freaked him out too. Probably pissed him off. But there's healing energy here. There's the balance I was talking about. And as much as it sucks, you gotta feel it to heal it. But there's help. You know, there's help out there. There's counselors, therapists, psychiatrists, friends, family, you know, whoever you trust, whoever you feel like talking to, there is help. And I feel like this person needs help with this. They just won't ask. They might. when they get to a certain point, especially if they're really being haunted energetically, like if their internal shit is actually external now with the devil. This person's afraid to get help. They're afraid to ask for help. They're afraid to talk about something. Yeah, they keep it to themselves. Could be a Virgo, not necessarily, but we have Sagittarius here as well. Cancer, Gemini, Libra, and I heard Leo. So anyways, yeah, this person's keeping all this to themselves. It's almost like I can deal with it. I don't want to put my problems on anyone else, or I don't want to look weak for going to seek professional help, or I don't want anyone to judge me if I actually talk to them about something serious. So make sure that you talk to somebody you truly trust if it's something serious. If it's someone that you're questioning, like, I don't know, don't talk to them about it. Professionals have to practice confidentiality unless what you're saying is going to harm you or someone else, and then, you know, it gets reported. But you're protected. Everyone needs help from time to time, whether it's emotionally or otherwise. But that's what needs to happen in order for this person to move forward, or you or whoever is in that energy, because sometimes we just can't do it on our own. You know, sometimes we do need a helping hand, and that's okay. But someone doesn't view it that way, and it's an internal thing, basically. Maybe that's just how they were raised or grew up, or their own understanding. But somebody's fighting to be happy, and that might be why they weren't so happy for you, or why they weren't like dancing in the rain with you, because they don't feel like fucking dancing. They feel like fighting. You know what I mean? But that's what I have for you. Hopefully it helps. Hopefully it makes sense. I love you guys. Peace. And I really pray that if you're in that energy, that you do seek help or guidance. If any of you need to vent and need that confidential place to do so, you can always email me. My email's in the box below. I don't always reply or reply right away, but it is a nice place to vent. I have, there's a couple people that email me pretty regularly about certain things that go on in their life, and it stays between me and them. It's like a journal, and they just journal it my way. Some of them were so long I wasn't able to read them all, but I got the gist of what was going on, and at certain times I did reply to make sure that they knew that I was there and listening and paying attention. So that's always an option if you choose it. It's just an option. Love you guys. Peace. Again.